Hey guys, so before starting the video, I do want to give a quick disclaimer. Uh, Everything shown in this video is for educational purposes only and should not be taken as advice on how to invest your capital. Always speak with a professional financial planner or advisor before making any investment decisions. This is only for educational uh, purposes only. Thank you. Hey everyone, so welcome back to this week's midweek breakdown, and we're just gonna go over a couple pairs right now. Starting off with AUD CAD. AUD CAD, same thing. We were predicting it for it to come down during the weekend breakdown, and it's just kind of seeing whether or not we can buy other pairs strictly at this point. AUD CAD, I'm expecting it to go lower when it hits when it hit lower than this double bottom. um, then I will seek out opportunities to sell. But at this point, I think when we're just looking at AUD pairs, we're just strictly looking at whether or not it's continues going to continue to be weak. And if it continues to be weak, it can help us confirmations with other pairs, whether or not to buy. So moving on, I don't really look at AUD Swiss. I just kind of keep it here to kind of monitor whether or not AUD pairs are weak. But I I would strongly to say like I haven't entered AUD Swiss in like a while at this point. AUD JPY, AUD JPY, we kind of escaped this trade right here if we were to break it down. Um, so the first thing I didn't like was this first bottom, which is like kind of double touching in this case. I don't really like that. And the first leg over here, it was good. First leg was good. It's just that uh, actually, I think what we tried to do earlier was enter on this error value. And then, so what happened first was we first tried to get in a sell in this area value, and I'm glad I stuck to my guts and didn't get in. So 1-2 touch, I don't like that part. And then the other part, this first leg was good. The other part that I don't like was the middle section. The middle section here was kind of calling for a continuation to the upside. Um, so you can kind of see like a corrective area here at the middle section and coming to the downside. Although it is a little bit corrective on the last leg, I just felt like reading it, inversely reading it, I think it's gonna continue to the upside. So I just kind of stuck to my gut and stay out of it. But when it came down, it was pretty tempting. But again, bad entry, right? So bad entry position. So I stuck to it, didn't enter, and that lead to not losing 1%. So moving on, what happened with this pair was the structure, right? It kind of evolved a little bit. So when we kind of look at it in a different way, it did kind of evolved. So if we look at this first section here, touching the second section, and you kind of see the last leg to be pretty corrective over here. Normal circumstance, I probably would have entered it, but again, when I inverse this, it's just such clear indication of a flag in this middle section, so I just stay out of it. So that was how we kind of just stay out of it, even though the flow of the market for AUD pairs right now is really weak. That is true, but we have to look at the structure, and structure wise, from reading it, um, it just didn't make sense to me. So the last leg wasn't corrective enough for me to enter. So we just kind of stuck to our guts and just not enter. And sometimes when that's why we need all three confirmations, right? Entry precision, flow of the market, and the details in the structure in the market, in the trade. And the details of the structure just didn't stick out to me, so we kind of just stay. I kind of just been like, okay, I'm gonna stay out of it. And plus, along with all those other call outs, especially in February, I'm like, yeah, there's no chance I'm gonna risk my capital on that. So moving on to AUD NZD. AUD NZD is kind of just hanging out over here. I still do think it will go down more. If we look at the bigger picture, a 4-hour chart, the high time frame, we can kind of see that the language here, we're breaking out of its corrective structure. So we can kind of read that. So it's coming down and it's creating smaller corrections for continuations. This case right here, it's not guaranteed that it's going to come down, but the likeliness of coming down is higher than going up. And this structure, we're not going to get into. It does look like it's coming to the downside. If I were to bet up or down, I'm definitely picking down. But we'll just keep monitoring it. AUD NZD is a good pair for me. It did treat me well to my trades, so we'll just monitor it. When it goes lower than this corrective area, I will seek out opportunities. Moving on, so AUD continues to the downside. AUD USD kind of the same thing. We can kind of see that it does want to touch this double bottom area, and from reading the market, we can kind of see impulse and then correction, right? Corrective area, and then a steep flag for continuation, flag continuation, and a bigger corrective area right here. Again, those are the pairs that we're not looking to get in, but more so just trying to read where AUD is going. CAD Swiss, it came down. It's creating a bigger structure, but creating a bigger structure of correction. So we're just gonna see if it's gonna break, but we're not gonna be waiting on this because you can tell this is gonna take a long time to come to the downside. So we'll just wait on that. CAD JPY, it really bounced off on this double bottom area. Holy smokes, I did not see that coming. Yeah, holy smokes. So looking back at it, would I have entered this? Hard to say. Probably not. But it does look pretty good though. The middle section, last leg. That looks pretty good though. I'm gonna keep notes on that because that does look good though. 35 pips, and could have easily been a 12% trade. Holy smokes. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right. Anyways, moving on. That was a pretty good trade though. That could, I didn't see that. I'm gonna keep notes. So those are entries like this. These are usually what keeps you in the data. So keep like information, seek out and see for future reference. If you see something similar in the future, you can come back and look at it, right? Like this is a pretty good structure. This is, this is an M structure that we usually look for, right? Right here, area of value. So we can kind of see why this area is an area of value is because when it bounced off, it's 611 pips bouncing off. So it is an area of value. We just have to seek out the right structure for us to say, okay, let's do a buy in this trade. Wow, I kind of missed that. I didn't see that, but I'm all right with it. Sometimes just not over trading. We're up 8% this month, so I'm pretty happy. I'm not. Don't get greedy, because when you get greedy, over trades, it's just not worth it. It's fine. keeping it as a data for future reference, it's worth it as well instead of risking capital. So Euro AUD is still looking at a continuation here, and then when it goes higher, we'll seek out opportunities. It does look pretty good right now, right? So for example, when we're looking at AUD pairs, it's pretty weak right now, and now we can confidently say, along with the flow, the direction of the market for Euro AUD, we can confidently say it's continuing to the upside. So that's how you can get your double confirmations to get your success rate right? So, to get your success rate better, because the only thing about trading is you have to just try to get all the odds against you to your side. So, and that's what we're doing here, and that's why we can be really successful in this channel. All right, so right here we're kind of looking at a pretty big trade. First of all, we want to look at the flow of the market, right? So Euro CAD, if we look at it in the high time frame, right? In a high time frame, we can easily say it's coming to the downside, and out of the 5 times for the guess, or the 8 times for the, if you were to guess if it's going up or down, if you pick up every single time, you're winning, right? And if we break down the structure in the market for Euro CAD, we can kind of see how impulsive this middle section is coming down. So that's a good sign. And if we just see a corrective area for Euro CAD to the downside, I will be pretty confident for a buy opportunity. And in this case, I think we can look at somewhere around 9%. So I can confidently say 9% for this Euro CAD. And then we just go back and look at the data of the previous times we get into Euro CAD, if we ever taken that much. So Euro CAD is definitely in the lookout. Euro Swiss, I'm not really interested in. Euro JPY. Euro JPY, again, it looks like it's trying to break the ceiling to the high side, right? Euro JPY, first up, second up, third up, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times. I think it will break out, and once it breaks out, I will seek out opportunities after this corrective area in a double top area. This I wouldn't even consider it a double top, honestly. It's just in the middle of nowhere. I wouldn't even consider this. What I would consider as double tops and double bottoms is an M structure. This is not even it. So I'm not even gonna consider this as a double top, and just kind of looking for this to break out at this point. Euro GBP middle section, there's no commitment. You can kind of see there's no commitment in going both ways, so we'll just stay out of it and monitor it and see where it would commit. You can kind of see it's like a no man's zone right now at this point, so we're not even going to bother with it. Euro NZD, it looks like it's trying to break out, but it's not creating the structure that we would like to see, so we'll just wait for it. Even this, I wouldn't even consider this as a double top, but we'll look out for the structure in that near area of value. Let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't even. I would just wait. But I'm not really. I don't really have a lot of faith in this pair right now. GBP AUD, it can create something that we would like. Let's see. So let's look at it, right? When we talk about the middle section for all these trades, it doesn't mean it has to be impulsively coming down in the middle section. We would just like it that way, right? We would just feel more confident in that way. But sometimes it doesn't look like it's trying to trend up. So in this case, for the last leg for Euro AUD, is we want a nice corrective leg for us to confidently say, okay, let's get in and buy this, right? And then risk like in this trade we would be looking at like 4.7%. So those are really good odds, really good odds. Euro CAD, GBP AUD so far. I'm definitely interested in these two pairs. Definitely, be risking it. It looks really good, really good. So let's move on to GBP CAD. GBP CAD. I don't like this structure down here. Well, in this case, up here, right? And I think it is kind of coming down for this double top area, right? This M structure, but both sides, it didn't really create a structure for me to say confidently say I would sell. So we'll just stay out of it. This is no big deal. We don't want to lose capital on this. GBP Swiss as well. It's kind of just in like a no man's zone at this point. I wouldn't even feel comfortable getting in, whether it's going up or down. So just stay out of it. It's fine to just stay out of some trades and just move on instead of try to look for something that's not there. So GBP JPY as well. GBP JPY, we can kind of see where the flow of the direction in the market for GBP JPY, but it's not as I'm not as confident to say, but it does look like it's coming to the downside. I mean, to the upside in this case, because the chart's inverted right now. So we can kind of see it is coming to the upside, right? If we just break these down and just kind of see and just kind of make it out the lines to show that okay, it is coming to the upside. So we can look for opportunities in this case, maybe like 120 pips or so, but not that much faith in it right now. If it does create something, great. If it doesn't, I'm not surprised. GBP NZD, same thing. It does look like it's coming to the upside. We're seeing a lot of commitment. So we'll just let it play out and see if it will, and if it creates an opportunity, we'll definitely take it. So is GBP USD. GBP USD, it looks like it's coming for like a third top, a third touch to the top side. But in this case, it does look like it. Yeah. So if it creates like a flag here, we'll take it. We'll definitely take it. But I'm not really. I don't think anything's gonna happen in this case. USD CAD, it's inversing. You can't really say if there's any commitment to neither side, so I'll just stay out of it. Euro, Swiss, right? USD JPY. So we kind of escaped this trade this weekend. So what happened was with this weekend was that when this middle section was created, I already had a bad feeling about this, right? So when I had a bad feeling about this, so the language, you can kind of see what the USD JPY, the language here was, right? It break of the structure, correction, continuation, then it creates a big flag, right? That's false alarm. That's not false alarm. That's red flag right here. So that's just so obvious to me from reading this that it's gonna come to the upside. And what happened was when it just flew to the upside, I said, yeah, we're not even gonna bother going in because we know where this is going, right? And when I said that, rightfully so, it went to the upside. So that was another one that we kind of dodged. Euro JP, Euro GBP, same thing as well, right? Euro GBP, I think, where was it that we didn't get in? I think Euro GBP was CAD GBP. Oh, CAD JPY right here. I'm trying to do a sell over here. And again, it's the same thing, right? It's kind of the same thing. Just stay out of it. Just stay out of it, right? So it's kind of the same thing right here and right here. Made me stay out of this structure. I really hate this impulse like this. It just shows, it's just flanking to the upside, creates another structure, and then do a continuation. So you want to stay out of those. Just, you don't even want to bother in with those. I think I could explain AUD. Yeah, I already explained this. What else was there? Well, those were the obvious three that I called out, but then stay out of. So for this week, we'll just be focusing on, what the fuck is this? We'll just be saying on GBP AUD and Euro CAD. Let's see where this is gonna go in tonight, and hopefully so. If correctively goes down, we can take 9%, and then GBP AUD as well. So hope you like the breakdown this week for the midweek breakdown. And if it give you any value, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, write in a comment. I will actually reply because nobody's writing in the comment right now. So your chances of getting replies is very high. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. See you in the weekend breakdown.